wake up, wake up. Everybody cheer up. Give me sugar in the morning, girl, like orange juice and syrup. Nico and Janice, what y'all about to stir up? Rumors. We probably need to clear up. Every day is like a challenge. If you're nice like Jimmy Fallon, try to tip us up the scale, but we believe it's with balance. Jesus take the wheel while I'm on my way to work, yo. Believe it's with balance. It's not your ordinary church show.
Hey y'all!
What's happening?
Welcome to the after show.
What's going on?
I'm Denise.
And I'm Nico, of course.
And
Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm Jamar.
I'm Sean. What up with you?
And that's Angela Davis.
Not Angela.
Foxy Brown.
Right.
Foxy
Brown. Yes. Not
Yeah,
Angela.
I like that gear up. You're gonna have to give us a little background behind the motivation, inspiration.
It's Black History Month, my brother.
There you go. That's enough.
My African American brother, Jay Bolin. Amen.
Oh,
Inspired by Foxy Brown.
That was the thing that you ordered, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this
Black
is
man.
Nice.
Black man.
Bowling.
I'm always having these brownie points. You feel me?
Yo, rich.
Yo, what?
No, we bled.
Very rich. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Man, oh man.
Hey man, thank y'all for joining the show. Of course, we got a dope show. We got some special guests today. We got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna get into that. As y'all see, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I got our Panthers gear on. She got her Panthers gear on. I like that sweatshirt. Relationship over religion. Lakers fan right there. But yeah, man, we're gonna jump into the one-to-one entertainment news first, right? So
absolutely. All right. So this week on the show, we talked about all things football. So we talked about all the performances that are going on in the Super Bowl. So number one, her is gonna sing. She is singing "America the Beautiful." That's before the national anthem. So make sure you check that out. And then Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church are doing the national anthem.
I don't know who Eric Church is.
I think he's a guitar player. Like, I don't think he's really singing.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But they put him down on the flyer. We gonna let him be great. So, right. So they're doing the national anthem. We all know The Weeknd is doing halftime show.
And you know, I'm a lot of people are hating on that, but I'm actually a little excited to see what he's gonna do. See.
Why?
Black people don't like The Weeknd. Let's just there it is. I said it. They don't.
No, I don't think it's like The Weeknd. It's just like, okay.
See,
he's like Jason Derulo. It's like,
it's like y'all wanted one of us, but
right. They did by technicality.
Black people ain't stunting.
So we'll see. I think he definitely has the hits. I see why they picked him to do the halftime show.
Absolutely.
But I mean, he got a good 1 minute to impress me. And after that 1 minute, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm doing that's my snack break. That's my drink break. Like,
there will be no breaks with drinking.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Y'all gonna get this balance today.
Oh my God. Help us out. Also, what we talked about Sarah Thomas, the first female that will be officiating the Super Bowl. So good for her.
I think that's cool.
Yep. One of the commentators on ESPN said, "I'm happy that she's doing this, but I'll be even more happy once we stop having to highlight these kind of stories where it just becomes something so normal that we don't have to make a big deal over it." I was like, you got a point. So good for her, though. I mean, that's what's up. So that's it for What the What. All right, so we give it a short and sweet today. As far as the big announcement we made this week, we added on a second market for Believers in Dallas. What the what? Right, so we are now also on Rhythm and Praise Radio, which is powered by Dash Radio. They are based out of LA. The reason adding on this second market is so big to us is because it puts us on the path to syndication. Dash Radio, for those that don't know what it is very similar setup to like Sirius XM.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a satellite internet station, but it can be heard worldwide. They have over 10 million listeners each month. Rhythm and Praise is curated by the Baxters, which is a gospel couple or radio show host. They're a couple that have been in the game for 16 years. So they have, a big name when it comes to gospel radio. They've won several awards, Stellar Awards, other different types of awards. So they're the ones that invited us on and felt like our show would fit their station and what they were doing. The music is dope. Like the music's just dope. It's the music for me. Like when I listen to this station, I'm like, I can literally listen to this all day. It is really truly gospel R&B. Like, and I'm just proud of how far gospel music has come. At the fact that we even have this genre. Because child growing up, it was either you got Shirley Caesar or you got somebody doing some old bebop hip hop like track. So I mean, gospel music has come so far, and I'm so proud to be able to represent the people that don't get their shine like that.
Yeah, and I like Janice said, the biggest thing for me is the music. I'm a big music person. Being in the industry over 10 years now, it was important for us to be with a station that we actually liked what we heard, because I've worked for stations that I didn't even listen to the station myself, because I wasn't from the music or feeling the content that they provided. So this is really dope. We're excited. But today I really wanted to focus on the people that make the show, because we kind of like when we did the show this past week, it wasn't until Janice said, we really need to reintroduce ourselves, because we're hitting a whole nother market now. And I think that completely just went over our heads. And so I really wanted to take the time to thank some people, and I'm going to bring those people in. And before I do that, I'm gonna actually go through a list of people that I want to shout out. But let me go ahead and bring them in. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them in now. Let's do this.
I feel like we
Hey,
Yo, what's happening?
This is the whole thing, man. The show doesn't go without these people. These are the people who every week or have contributed a big amount of stuff to the show. So I wanted to give them their shine. As we grow, we plan on taking these people with us and their creativeness and all that good stuff. So I want to shout each one of these people out. I want to start with let me go through my list really quick. Then I can get to these.
I got my bag ready.
Y'all ready?
Right.
Okay. So
I should have got me a cup like Nico.
So, who that?
I should have got me a cup like Nico.
Oh man, stop. Listen, I've been up cooking Super Bowl food. Listen, I'm hot. So listen, shout out to Brandon Hickman, better known as Big B.
Yes, sir.
I hit him up yesterday and told him the show does not happen without him. He gave us the opportunity to be on Coast 97.3, our home station, WMNX. That's a huge opportunity for somebody like myself, born and raised in Wilmington. So, and as a grown person, I never would have thought I'd have my own show in the city that I was raised in. So I'm forever grateful for him.
Look at that.
Again, those Baxters, gotta shout them out. I'm not gonna shout out the people that's all in here because I'm gonna let them do it. I'm gonna do it in person. Who else we got? MC Nice and Shawnee. They are also curators of our Rhythm and Praise Dash Radio. Our kids, shout out to my mama, our biggest supporter. And this is not in any particular order. Shout out to my homegirl, Beezy Baby, who is one of my best homegirls in the business and now outside the business. We're really cool. Shout out to one of my best friends, hands down, my best female friend, Kim Thompson. Super supportive. Talk to you like multiple times a week. She's always there to listen. Shout out to my homeboy, Corey John. Shout out to my people, Johnny and Gwen. Tawana White has always been supportive of everything. Her sister, Bettina White, never met her in our life. Never met her in our life. Has been a Facebook friend of ours, but it's been super supportive. And I always say, when we go to Florida next time, we're just gonna like go meet her for the first time. Never met this lady. Kimmy and Lennox. Your sister, Melody Franklin. And that's all I got, and everybody else. And everybody, if I missed you, you know who you are. But now let me shift gears a little bit. First up, I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother from another mother. Met this guy back in 2010. He squirmed his way into our lives. He gave us a mixtape, bro. He gave me a mixtape. And I invited him up to the station, and he's been in our lives ever since. Seeing kids born, seeing life's changing events. Been to Vegas with him. We tore Vegas up, by the way, but that's a whole other situation. Siobhan, better known as Nizzy, he did the intro. He's done a lot of intros for me, even when I first started back in Charlotte. He is the guy in charge of the intro. He just redid the intro, so if you guys heard it, he sent that to us. So I just want to say thank you, bro. You've always been super supportive of everything that we had going on. Thank you so much. You are now in New York, about to do big things, and we're just super proud of you and glad to have you on.
Man, appreciate it. You already know it's nothing but love, man. Like you said, you're a brother from another mother, so you ain't even gotta ask, you ain't even gotta thank me. It's nothing but love, man.
Appreciate him. All right, you want to go to the next person?
Sure. Okay, well,
Do it in order. Yeah.
we're doing it in order.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
I feel like I'm at a award show for real. The next person we would like to thank is the person that gets on the ones and twos every week. He gives us not one but two mixes, and his wife is specifically hilarious. She's especially hilarious to me. DJ D White, all right, comes through with the Catch a Spirit mix every week, and I mean, when he send us mixes, he send them. He'd be like, "Here you go." There you go. Take off. He is on it. So thank you, DJ D White, for making our show better and bringing the hotness every week.
Thank you very much.
What I love about him, I'm gonna let you go. I love about him is he comes from a radio background, and he has the voice for it. When you hear him talk, you're gonna know that he is definitely full radio guy. But he actually, me and him talked early this week through text, and he really is specific about music. Like he was like, I need to change this up because the music has changed and all that stuff. And he also does great mixes. And he shouted out his wife, but I want to let him get a little time to talk too.
No, I do not have a radio voice.
You lied to me.
All right, let me stop playing. Thank you very much, Nico, for the opportunity, and hello to everybody else that's in the room. Yes, I do have a 10-year radio experience, and me and Nico met like late 2016, early 2017 when he was doing radio in my hometown in Columbia, South Carolina, Hot 103.9. And it's like when I heard this, it's like normally when I visit my mom in Columbia, I always listen to that station. Then one particular weekend, I heard this particular brother I never heard before. And when I heard his voice and I checked him out online, social media, he had this wonderful vibe about himself. I had no idea we were doing the same type. We definitely have the same type of feeling for the gospel music genre. And for 7 years in Savannah, Georgia, where I'm at right now, I had a gospel, hip hop, and urban gospel radio show called Friday Morning Fire. And next thing you know, he said, "Yo, I'm about to do a gospel show in Wilmington, and I want to test you out, see how you do on the DJ side." I said, "Okay." So I gave him this 10-minute mix, and he was like, "Yo, that was hot." So 2 years ago, this Super Bowl Sunday, I've been their DJ since then.
Yeah, that's crazy. 3 years ago, and you also do your mixes on the weekends. Sometimes you guys got to check those out. It's really dope. Really dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate you. Next up, this guy we met years back in Charlotte. At the time that we was going to the church of one of his best friends. His best friend was the pastor at the church, and we met. And he's been popping in and out. And then over the last, I would say, year, he has been really big on motivating and giving me good word when it was needed. Not even when it was needed, when he just felt it, and it was right on time. And I know this dude's super talented. We actually played some of his music before. He does a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna let him tell you what he do. Mr. Donald Sims, he does the new jingle on the show. So if you guys haven't checked that out, it played this past week, but you guys can check that out as well. So we appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for being here today.
Man, I'm it's a little delayed on my end. I'm not sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Y'all hear me? Yeah, man. I'm super grateful just to be with real people, Nico, and I'm telling you, like, I told him yesterday, I said, I think we haven't sat down as a family to listen to the radio, I don't think ever. My son is 11. And my son was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, "We're listening to radio." He was like, "Oh, like a show? I was like, yeah. He said, oh, it's not just like just playing music. I was like, no, they could be talking. And just the content and everything. I'm just glad to be a part. And every last one of you all, I followed DJ White for a minute, actually. And so, all his mixes and spins. And, I'm a big fan of the new youth pastors over there. The youth pastors
We
extraordinaire.
gonna get to that. We ain't gonna let that slide. We coming back.
Right. We go way back, man. So I'm just grateful just to be a part, and I'm just looking to whatever I'm able to add, how I'm able to push and just add in my little small part. I'm here with it.
We appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Man, we appreciate y'all so much. Y'all want to add anything else?
Well, you did a whole intro for everybody. What about the Jenkins?
Oh, I said we gonna get to them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You know what? You're right. All right.
Wow.
You gotta stretch, man, God.
Hey, these two people
And go Eagles.
every week. These are our family right here. I grew up with both of these guys. One was in North Carolina. Went to school together. And I'm so glad to see these two together. We ain't even gonna tell the story about the first time that we really knew they were together, because that story is hilarious. To this day, you mean Bay is Bay? Yeah, because Jamal was named Bay back in high school, and we was at Kim's house having half dinner as the whole thing. Yeah, but anyway, these guys bring the motivation, motivation the moment, and we so appreciate y'all. And you guys bring that strong word, but not only do you guys bring the word, but you bring it to it, bring us into it, in a real way that people can understand. And that's what I like. Even though you guys are now youth pastors, y'all know how to speak a certain language to the people that they can understand. So the people may not go to church all the time. So that's what we love, because we definitely wanted to bring the balance of belief. So we appreciate y'all, and there's clearly a reason why we have y'all as the co-host. So
Yeah, man. Out of all of this, in my heart of hearts, Nico, before I say thank you, I'm gonna tell you congratulations.
thank you, sir.
Because none of this happens without you and Janice saying that we want to give voice to a generation that really believes in God and really loves God and wants to be able to communicate that without the confines of traditional religion. And so I'm going to say congratulations, because I know how hard you work, both of you. I know the grind that it's been. I know the risk that you've taken and the faith that you've really walked in. I'm grateful that we get to be a part of what you guys are doing. And we brothers, so it was yes when you bought it. So we're grateful to be with you all, but we're also grateful to push you all to the next level. We believe in what y'all are, what y'all do. I'm just grateful we get to be a part of it. Thank you.
Yes, I concur with the man of God.
Black man.
Yes.
Man.
Because it is truly an honor to get to do this life. I remember a couple weeks ago looking at y'all, and I think we were in the group chat, and I was like, man, we get to do this life with y'all.
Yeah.
And this is so dope. And to your point about talking to people from this generation and bringing the word, it had to be that way for me, because he found me in a low place. And my question to people who are on this show, even now, like, where did Jesus find you? And I think that a lot of times pastors, apostles, all these people, they forget where Jesus found them. And when you forget where Jesus found you, that's when you can look down your nose at somebody else for where they are. And so we try to keep it a real perspective. Like, no, we were not where we are now, and we still not at our greatest. We work every day to be better. But, just knowing that everybody's in a different place in their walk and respecting that, that's the premise of relationship over religion.
Yeah.
You can do it, you can do it too.
It's a no judgment zone. I think that's what I love. Like, I think that's one of the things we had talked about this before. Years ago, we were so afraid to be ourselves in church that I will see people who would act completely different from the way they were in the church, and if you see them in a restaurant. And I decided a couple years ago, when we decided to change the name of Believers with Balance, it was because I was like, I'm no longer going to be that what they think I should be. I'm going to be my authentic self. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a relationship with God. You're going to know that, but I'm everyday people too. You know what I'm saying? Like I get along with everybody. And so that was very important for us with the name in itself.
And just for the show in general, because we didn't want to reach your regular Christian folk. Like, there's enough shows out there for that are just encouraging and inspiring to other Christians in their walk. But we wanted to really reach people that maybe you've been church hurt, maybe you're spiritual, but you maybe like your relationship with God is rocky or whatever else like that. It's like we wanted to reach those people that have an understanding of who God is, or maybe you don't have an understanding of who God is and you want to get to know in a real way and not just in some lofty, high and mighty way. So
yeah, man, absolutely. So yeah, real with the people. So I thank everybody who's been on, who jumped on as guests. Anybody that's guests want to say something before we move forward?
Nah, just like what he said before, man. Just congratulations, yo. I've seen y'all grow, and thank you for involving me with everything y'all have done. I mean, it's been a ride, it's been a blessing, and I'll always be there. You know what I'm saying? Nico, you my brother, Janice, my sister. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I love y'all.
I echo the same thing. I had technical difficulties. I think Lady J took a shot at me. She's like, I said something about you, Pastor. I'm like, I can't even hear what's going on. I was like, everything was going in and out. But you all, I love you guys. The Flowers are my family completely, holistically, all of that. You all are super, super dope. And just to be able to have a platform where, like you said, there's enough church, there's enough organizations, there's enough auxiliaries for all this stuff, and that's fine. But there are some people out here that are really trying to figure this thing out. And I believe this platform is really going to help and allow everyone to be able to get. And y'all are funny. Like, y'all are hilarious together.
Come on now.
Hilarious together. And we need to see more, I'll say it, Black, strong couples that can have fun in the open, cut on you, whatever. But you know what? We going to still together. We're going to work this thing out and keep growing together and strong. So love each and every last one of y'all.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right.
And of course, yes, I got one more. Nico and Janice, thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this. And also thank you very much on the journey that y'all have right now. And there's going to be a lot more of that coming. At the same time, this show is definitely needed, especially for those who think that church, if you go to church, you have this stuck up high religious wall that you have to act like. And it's really not like that at all. Just be yourself, regardless. Absolutely. So this show is specially made for those type of people. And I thank you for coming up with this type of show and this type of platform.
I appreciate it. And as soon as when you said be yourself, it reminded me something Donald sent to me maybe about a week ago, and it was a mat. He was in a store, and it was a welcome mat that said "Come as you are," and he sent that to me, and I was like, "Yeah, that's it. Exactly. We're gonna continue to be who we are and come as we are, and meet somebody in the middle." So we appreciate you guys. We're about to jump into a video. Thank y'all for joining us. Jenkins will be back because we got to get y'all a motivational moment. But Nizzy, thank you. Donald, thank you. DJ D White, appreciate you so much. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Jenkins will be back.
Go Chiefs.
Man, please don't tell me this again, man. It's like the second time in a week, bro. What really going on, man? Come on, man. I got work to do, bro. I gotta go home, man. I'm tired, bro. I ain't even got nothing else to drink, man. It's hot out here, bro. Hey, man, you sleep, bro. What you doing, man? Wake up, bro. Tired of it, bro. I need my blessing to come on here, bro. I'm blessed. Well, when you get one, let me get one. Come here. Bless.
blessings. Tell them blessings come here. When I need you, come near. I'm so happy when we're together and you see it's clear. See blessings, you make it me rich and add no sorrow. Plus you make me the lender and we don't have to borrow. I can't let you go too far, yo. I'm gonna need you tomorrow. I done learned my lesson, bruh. I just need a blessing, bruh. God said you choose life and death, and your choice you remain with it. So you know I chose the life, and them blessings came with it. So now tell them blessings. Tell them blessings, tell them blessings, tell them blessings, come here, tell them blessings, tell them blessings. I've been waiting.
They gotta get this stuff fixed, bro. They know we got stuff to do, man, and they playing, bro.
I've been waiting a long time, but
they be out here on the interstate all day. What I look like? A hero unit?
Now blessings, we got business to handle. Without you, it will finish in shambles. They be like, blessings is on the way. I be like, blessings is here to stay. I forever need a blessing, without a question, without a doubt. Blessed to be a blessing, what I'm about. Gave it to the Lord and he worked it out. Real is real, bro, he worked it out. Getting praise from an introvert. Bro, you gotta say something. Last night the curse tried to kill you, but the blessing got your heart pumping. Blessing got the block jumping, yeah. God will give it, he can give it to friends. He will forever supply my needs. If he did it before and then do it again. Tell them blessings, tell them blessings, tell them blessings, come here, tell them blessings, tell them blessings. I've been waiting a long time for you. I've been waiting a long time for you.
I just want to answer yes or no and don't give me your maybe. Can I be your super fly and will you be my Sheba, baby? See how I be waiting patient, you like playing hard to get, and you'll pop out of nowhere like an unexpected refund check. No count, my list of blessings longer than a Cadillac, but I'll protect you just like I'm Goldie in that throwback to Mac. How about that? Never block you and I love them back to back. You throw them, I catch them, I'm overdue, matter of fact, just
tell them blessings. Tell them blessings, tell them blessings, tell them blessings, come here, tell them blessings, tell them blessings. I've been waiting a long time for you. I've been waiting a long time for you.
Oh, it's my fault your car broke down?
It took you long enough. Kingdom business. Oh.
Hey. I love that joint right there. That's actually one of the joints that I just added to rotation on the show, Canton Jones. Tell them blessings, come here. I was like, man, I like it. That's a t-shirt. Tell them blessings, come here, man. I love that. That's the type of music that you will hear on Rhythm and Praise, though. So if you guys like that, then you'll love the show. Now, I want to say something. Yes, I can get a little long-winded when it comes to stuff. I had to get to a lot of people. And no, there was no trophy.
Look at you. Can't even talk. Look, the spirit of just came down on you. Just you're long with.
That's that sea breeze.
You a Baptist preacher in your heart, though. It's okay.
I think I am. I may be. But I'm glad that we got the chance to do that. So
people have tried to say that before, but like, I think you're gonna be a pastor, a preacher, whatever, or so they had a calling on your life. That's what they said. And my response was, and I quote, "This is my authentic self. I drink too much to be a first lady."
I mean, and that's why I love you. Hey. I told y'all gonna get this balance today. Yo, we get Super Bowl Sunday. Listen. And I think I know what's the sticking for this.
Wait. Hey, every week it's Janice though.
I'm trying to tell people. She denied it during the week, bro. She denies it. I'd be like, no.
Bro, every single week it's you. Why is it you every week, woman of God?
Last week I know I did say something.
Oh.
I'm just being me. You know, that's all.
Hey,
Be you, baby.
There's nothing wrong with you. The world is more.
I don't believe. Oh God.
Where do you go from there?
I don't really know. Okay, yeah, so I like that transition. We're gonna turn the corner and we're gonna get some motivational moments from the Jenkins.
Okay. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. We can't walk past this, bro.
Yes, we can.
No.
Yes, you
No.
can.
No.
Pull it in.
I'm trying. Sis said she drank too much.
I mean,
it was good deep down in my shower.
Each one is red and shame.
not the whole fan. He ain't ashamed. He said he wanted a woman that loved the Lord, but loved a little drink here and there. That's me.
I'm hot, y'all. I don't even know. Y'all turn the corner. Y'all can turn the corner. I don't know.
Yo,
he done pulled a whole fan into the screen.
Like the whole fan, bro.
Here we.
Like, wow. Wow and wow. I cannot believe it.
Do we have to do one this week?
I mean, yeah, because you never know who's on the live. So
we gotta
let's give it to him. Let's give it to him.
Some motivation.
We gotta give it to him.
1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13 and 14 in the Amplified Version says, "Be on guard, stand firm in your faith in God, respecting his precepts and keeping your doctrine sound. Act like mature men and be courageous, be strong. Let everything you do be done in love, motivated and inspired by God's love for us." I think my wife was saying that we got to check our motives these days. I'm gonna let her go into it for a second.
You know, I was thinking just briefly on how everybody was, talking during our awards ceremony. And
don't leave me alone.
Said, we're able to give the word and we're able to do it in a way that is current, it's up to date. It's like we're real people, like we real people. And, I think that a lot of people would be able to walk more soundly. A lot of people would be able to touch more people, like really touch the hearts of men if they set their motives right. Our hearts, the Bible tells us our hearts are deceitfully wicked. So their natural inclination is for our hearts to recline. We have to incline our hearts to God on a daily basis. And when we incline our hearts to God, then we become one with his plan for us. Mm-hmm. And everything we do outwardly, we do it in love. Mm-hmm. We do it God inspired.
Amen.
It's no trick to it. It's no, Rabba Shataya, my tongues is different. So I got a different anointing. No, it's simply I function and I operate in the love of Jesus Christ. And that is what expands my reach. That is what opens doors. That is what makes the way. Is when you walk in love. That's what draws people to Christ. The Bible says that with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Mm-hmm. So everything that we do, when we shift our motivations from trying to be famous, when we shift our motivations from trying to be platform, when we shift our motivations from tithes and offering and trying to drive nice and this is going to be our career because we're great speakers and we're intellectuals, when we shift our focus from that, then we can really focus on giving people the love of Christ. And what happens when we do that is you start to see the transformative power of God happen amongst the people. What blesses me is to watch people come in one way and 6 months later, you can document it. 3 months later, okay, so they started tithing and this little bit changed. Okay, 6 months later, So now they're not smoking weed no more, and this has changed. And now you and then a year later, you incremental growth. We're not trying to get people to come in and just strip them all down, and that's how they used to do back in the day. It's like, no, come in and get you together. No, it ain't our job to get people together. It's our job to love, to be. And when you're mature, this scripture says to grow up.
Yeah.
When you're mature, you can handle people just like God intended.
That's right.
Just to add before we shut this thing down, I had a thought while you were talking, and it's crazy because I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. In church, it's the only place where we want people to come in, have a moment, and be a completed work. We ask God for people to be trees, and He gives us seeds, and we don't understand how to cultivate it in the right way for it to grow. And so in us doing the work and doing it in love, when you really think about it, a gardener has a thankless job because they don't know if their harvest is going to produce or not, but they still got to do the work.
Yep.
And so in this season, I want all of us to be encouraged because the word, it literally says, be strong, be courageous, be mature. That means grow up and trust God. There's a lot of us as believers who we want to have a little bit of faith and have a great big and a whole lot of blessing. It's not working this season. Be mature enough to be able to receive what God is saying, especially His no, because we're so caught up with yes. And I believe that we will really see a full manifestation of His word when we're sound in our doctrine, which means that we're actually eating the word appropriately, and we let God do the hard work of being the gardener of our hearts. I'm done.
That's a whole word of it.
Yeah, I didn't forget what I was gonna say. Nah, man, that was really good though. That was really good.
I think it's I think about spiritual maturity. Like you said, we have to grow. You have to allow people to grow, and you have to love them through their growth. And that, I'm reading a book now, and they're talking about God will change your heart over time. Where a lot of times, like you said, people come into church and expect you, okay, we're gonna pray for your day. You're gonna just automatically lose that desire to do this and do that and do this. It's like, no, God will change your heart over time, and eventually you won't want those things anymore. You won't have the desire. So that's how God intended it for me. But I think us as humans with this natural, like we want it to happen right now, we're the ones praying, not now, today. I want my miracle today. And God's like, nah, it don't always happen like that. It takes time. Like,
you know what? I'll say this, and I'll be done. One of the biggest things is that I've learned about myself is I love a good no. Now, I love a good no. Because so many times we put ourselves in positions that we wanted, our flesh wanted, but was never meant for us. And we wanted the yes because, like you said, Sean, the accolades, how it was going to make us look to other people. But in actuality, it wasn't right for us. So even if God allowed us to get to that point in it, we struggled through it. There was something that we realized that once we got in it, I wasn't supposed to be here. This is not right. I feel this is not right. This is what I get. But sometimes He'll put us in those situations to let us know, see, sit down, trust me. When I told you the first time, you should have listened.
Right.
The right yes is coming. And when it is the right yes, you'll know. And so I'm so thankful for this season because I completely feel like this is what God has me doing. We talked about earlier about believers with balance. It is literally, we are believers, but we have balance. And I took the facade off and took the mask off. I was like, I'm going to walk in what God has me to do purposely. So, that station may be bigger. That money may have been good. But God has something bigger for me. And that no that He gave me on December 4th is preparing me for a yes. Coming soon.
Real soon.
Real soon. So, and that's a little bit of that Baptist preacher that was right down up in there. I
was going to let you do.
Oh, yeah. So I love that. That was a good word, man. That's why I was trying to figure out what I was going to say because I was wrapped up in it. But we needed that. I thank y'all, man. That was beautiful. I love these last 40 minutes, man. I look forward to Sundays and this little time we get to spend together. And y'all heard that? So that's time
to wrap it up.
That's my cousin driving from Wilmington. They just got here, so we got to go. But y'all, we love y'all. We'll catch y'all again next week to do it all over again. Make sure y'all tune in Coast 97.3 Sundays from 7 to 9 a.m. And then you can also check out Rhythm and Praise. Fridays, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And if you need all the info, you know where to find it. All right. Thank y'all, Jenkins. We love y'all. Hey, happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat something.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm done, man. Bye. Woo. Okay, y'all.
Bye, y'all.